Guten Tag. Ich hoffe, es ist alles okay mit dem Sound. Warum bin ich jetzt leiser als davor?
So dark.
Ich habe eben einen Test gemacht. Okay, Sekunde. Oh, das bleibt nicht gespeichert. Warum? Ich hoffe, jetzt bleibt es gespeichert. Sekunde, ich muss kurz ein bisschen was einstellen, es tut mir leid. Gut. Ich hoffe, wenn jetzt noch irgendwas ist, wird es mir dann im Chat gesagt. Weil ab jetzt werde ich definitiv nicht mehr so oft nachgucken, ob da irgendwas chatmäßig ist. Ob da irgendwas mit meiner Stimme ist, nicht chatmäßig lost. Ich hoffe, es ist richtig. Ja. Ich weiß nicht, wie lange wir machen werden. Ich würde aber auf jeden Fall ganz gerne in die Richtung gehen, dass wir das Event spielen können. Und das Event hier. Welcher Auftrag ist das? Gut, das sollten wir hinkriegen. Ich habe auch eben gerade schon ein bisschen Harz verbraucht, damit sich das weiter regeneriert. Ich habe jetzt die Tage ein bisschen gespielt. Das kann ich gern gleich mal zeigen. Denn es hat sich schon ein bisschen was. Ich habe nach dem letzten Stream gut Pause genommen, aber jetzt seit der Woche wieder angefangen, aktiver zu spielen. Durch Erik und Julian. Und gezogen habe ich nichts Neues. Also ich habe einmal einen Tenpol im Standard-Banner gemacht. Offstream sozusagen. Hier die Waffen habe ich gemaxt. Ich weiß aber nicht, ob ich das davor schon hatte. Gestern habe ich bei einem Bossfight, ich weiß nicht mehr welchem, einen Zweihänder bekommen. Weshalb wir das hier jetzt Verfeinerung 2 haben. Zhonglis Waffe ist maxed. Zhongli selber ist indirekt maxed. Ich habe nicht mehr so viele Bücher, dass wir das aufwerten könnten. Deswegen bin ich da ein bisschen beschränkt. Und bei Diluc fehlt mir nur noch die Pflanzen, glaube ich, und die Blume, weil ich glaube, das sollte reichen. Und das kriege ich automatisch eh mit dazu, wenn ich die Pflanze mache. Also da werde ich easy dann, denke ich mal, auf die 6 goldenen kommen. Ja. heißt, Stilo haben wir dann auch soweit schon fast ready. Waffe ist auch schon auf 90. Artefakt-Sets sind halt bei jedem scheiße. Bei Zhong Li habe ich die mittlerweile mehr oder weniger auf 20 gepackt. Das hier habe ich nicht auf 20 gepackt, weil ich weiß nicht warum. Okay, dass ich das nicht auf 20 packe, das weiß ich warum. Oh. Oh. Wenn wir hier Glück haben, geht Crit Rate, Crit Schaden und Leben hoch. Aber ich glaube, wenn, sollten wir hier erstmal irgendwas. Kann hier Leben Prozent sein? Ja, kann. Als Substat. Obwohl kann das nur, wenn Leben Prozent nicht der Main Stat ist. Das weiß ich nicht. Ja, mehr Crit Rate und mehr Leben. Aber das finde ich auch ganz gut. Obwohl, na, das ist Defense. Macht gar keinen Sinn. Nee, dann werten wir das noch auf, damit wir den Schaden von ihm hochkriegen. Da habe ich gar nicht dran gedacht, dass ich noch ein Artefakt habe, das nicht gemaxt ist. Außer die Feder, weil die wollte ich eigentlich... Oder... Ja, doch, wenn wir die Materialien haben, werde ich es einfach maxen. Und wir kriegen dazu Angriff. Ist okay. Und wir sind jetzt schon bei den 4-Sterne-Artefakten angekommen. Bitte Leben oder Crit Rate hoch. Es ist Angriff. Natürlich ist es Angriff. Oh. Oh. Ja gut, daran scheitert's. Andererseits, ich könnte noch ein paar 5-Sterne-Sachen reinmachen. Nee, das finde ich ganz okay. Das hat Crit Schaden. Das brauche ich nicht. Das brauche ich nicht. Das brauche ich nicht. Oh, kritischer Schaden. Aber nicht Crit Rate. Nee. Und noch mehr kritischer Schaden. Auch den Helm fühle ich nicht. Dem Helm fühle ich auch nicht. Oh, es sind keine Plätze mehr frei. Okay. Ja, ach, ist mir egal, Spiel. Ja, aber ich will meine Zeit nicht damit jetzt vergolden, dass ich das die ganze Zeit mache. Tiefer, tiefer. Hier unten. Nee, jetzt sagt's höher. Bin verwirrt, wo will das Spiel, dass ich hingehe? Oh, deswegen hieß es tiefer, weil ich irgendwie 2 Meter runter musste. Wow. Das müsste hoffentlich die Quest sein, mit der wir nach Enkanomiya kommen. Weil dann kann ich das Enkanomiya-Event machen. Das wäre sehr geil. Denn da gibt es eine Krone. Ach so, ja, stimmt. Deswegen war ich ja vorhin bei den Charakteren. Xiaos Talente sind mittlerweile so, dass ich die Ult schon gecrowned habe. Und jetzt möchte ich die beiden erstmal auf 9 packen und dann nacheinander crownen. Dass ich dann alle Talente am Ende gemaxt habe. Und ja. Die nötigen Materialien dafür, also die nötigen, aua, auf die Zunge gebissen. Die nötigen Kronen habe ich schon, aber der Rest fehlt noch ein bisschen. Aber ja, Xiaos mittlerweile guter Damage. Ich bin sehr glücklich darum. Hm? Okay, keine Ahnung, was das Spiel gerade von mir möchte. Aber es ist mir auch egal. Oh wait, ich glaube, das Siegel hatten wir schon mal gesehen. Oh. Okay. Die hier drehen sich ja nicht mit, oder? Doch. Indirekt drehen die sich mit. Ja, was seid ihr denn? Ich habe übrigens immer noch keine Noel Constellation bekommen, weil ich bin unlucky. Zumindest was das angeht. So, das müsste das doch jetzt hier festsetzen. Dann müsste ich das hier ohne Probleme drehen können.
Disappear. Worthless.
Au. Macht mir mal keinen Schaden. Sieht auch richtig aus.
Someone needs assistance.
Und nur noch das hier hinten, oder? Und dann müsste ich alles haben. Oh ja, heile. Heile mein Xiao. Oh, aber die tanken echt viel.
This is order. Boring.
Ja, okay, sie tanken viel, aber nicht so viel. War das jetzt richtig? Und jetzt kann ich das hier hinten drehen. Oder? Kann ich nicht. Sind jetzt alle festgesetzt, dass sie aktiviert sind. Und ich kann die hier aber nicht drehen. Ist jetzt die Frage. Okay, ja, das hat nichts gebracht. Oh, zum Glück spawnen die Gegner nicht neu. Wenn ich das hier löse... Obwohl, muss ich das vielleicht einfach nur lösen, damit ich es drehen kann? Irgendeins? Oder ist es so, wie ich es mir gedacht habe? Nee. Okay. Wenn ich jetzt das hier drehe, dreht sich das immer noch nicht mit. Ja gut. Aber wenn ich das hier hinten drehe... Oder muss alles das da hinten sein? Ich verstehe es noch nicht ganz. Wie der guckt nach rechts, der guckt auch nach rechts. Dann versuche ich das mal mit allen nachzumachen.
Boring.
Vielleicht kann man es dann drehen oder vielleicht wird es dann sozusagen festgemacht. Kann man dich jetzt drehen? Nee. Muss man dich hoch machen, damit du dich drehst. Warum muss man das hoch machen, damit man es drehen kann? Das ist ja dumm. Der guckt noch nicht richtig. Der ja auch nicht. Oh, okay, also es müssen einfach nur alle Siegel aktiviert sein und ich hätte das, okay. Vielleicht sollte ich das jetzt auch runter machen, damit es sich nicht weiter dreht. Na, da kann man nicht sagen, in welche Richtung es sich drehen soll. Das würde es ein bisschen angenehmer machen.
Boring.
Wenn der jetzt gedreht ist, müsste es doch als aktiviert zählen, endgültig. Ja.
I must leave no stone unturned. Ja.
Können deinem Team nach Heilung.
Solidify. Useless.
Soll man mit Absicht nie gegen die kritten oder bin ich echt unlucky gerade? Und schon nichts weiteres.
Stabilize.
Ne, man kann gegen die kritten, okay. Ja, die Reaktion hilft da ganz gut.
Gather.
Steady as stone.
Lament.
Ah,
Worthless.
fuck.
Worthless.
Wait, wie viele Wellen an Gegnern sollen da kommen?
As a good knight should. I must leave no stone unturned.
Ich hoffe nur 3. Das würde zahlentechnisch ganz gut passen. Die tankt nicht so viel, die sollte ich als erstes töten.
Someone needs assistance. Steady as stone.
Boring.
Okay, ja, waren 3 Wellen. Und jetzt darf ich nach Enkanomier? Hoffentlich. Ja, okay. Also damit sollte ich nach Enkanomier kommen. Wenn ich nicht zu dumm zum Lesen bin. Übrigens, ich habe mittlerweile in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel mein Red Eye Stack soweit fertig. Maybe noch ein bisschen ausbauen, weiß ich noch nicht. Ich habe noch nicht so viele Duelle mit dem Deck gemacht. Ich habe einmal ein Duell gemacht, bei dem einfach nur meine Karte mit Ascheblüte annulliert wurde und dann wurde ich geOTK'd. Ja. Aber ich habe es mittlerweile fertig bekommen. Ist das jetzt geschafft? Nicht direkt. Übrigens, falls Interesse besteht, es gab gestern Codes, die habe ich lustigerweise sogar zur Verfügung. Warte, wo muss ich jetzt hin? Ich hoffe, das wird angezeigt. Nein, wird's nicht. Ja, scheiß auf Dailies, die kann ich definitiv später machen. Nee, das will ich nicht machen. Nee, da habe ich nicht so Lust. Hier, die Quest ist. Oh wait, ich habe noch Achievements. Oh. Ja, easy.
Those memories.
Okay. Sag mir, wie ich nach Enkanomia komme. Komm, lass mich doch einfach auf Enkanomia, dann kann ich die andere Event-Quest machen, dann kann ich Drinks mixen. Nicht, ja, nee, nicht Event-Quest. Erst müssen wir Eulers Legendenauftrag machen.
Boring.
Oh, ich sehe es. Ich glaube, das habe ich auch einmal gesehen, als ich hier ein bisschen durchgelaufen bin. Weil ein Siegel habe ich mal gefunden. Es kann aber auch ein anderes gewesen sein, wenn es noch ein anderes gibt. Oh, okay. Also muss ich den Rest davon finden. Lol. System wird falsch geschrieben, F mit Doppel-S. Ach, Schlüsselmuster. Das werden mir sogar angezeigt. Easy. Ja, dann ist es ja kein Problem. Sonst hätte ich einfach gesagt, okay, wir ziehen den Euler-Legendenauftrag vor. Eigentlich müssten wir das so oder so machen. Denn das Enkanomier-Event ist noch 10 Tage? Ja, 10,5 Tage und das ist noch 1,5 Tage. Mal hier kurz was gucken. Ich muss noch eine andere Sphäre von irgendjemandem machen. Dann kann ich euch das Event auch mal zeigen, weil das hatte ich einfach nur gemacht, weil mir danach war. Eines weiter unten.
Useless.
Wie soll es weiter unten sein? Oh, natürlich sind hier Fatui.
Gather!
The inside.
Order guide you!
Fuck, nee, das sind Wasserfatui.
Disappear. Worthless. Here. Here.
Ja, scheiße.
Worthless.
Das sind ernsthaft 2 Wasserfatui? Was soll ich denn gegen euch machen?
Here.
Außer traurig werden.
Stabilize! Flirting this? Not breaking a sweat! Ha! Ha! No slack! Ha! It isn't time for a break yet!
Okay, ich bin verwirrt, was ich gegen die machen soll.
This should be fun!
Ja, ihr halt euch hoch! Das ist doch saudumm.
Useless. I must leave no stone unturned.
Übrigens, gute Pier.
As a dutiful maid would. Leave it up to me.
Och Mann, bleib doch hier.
I'll catch up. Out of my sight.
Stabilize! This is order!
Boring.
Den einen krieg... Obwohl, ja, doch, maybe krieg ich den einen weg.
Here. Worthless. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Worthless.
It isn't time for a break yet.
This is Her Majesty's gift.
Stabilize.
Out of my sight.
It isn't time for a break yet.
Okay.
Breaking a sweat. No slacking on.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Och, komm.
Not breaking a sweat.
Power flows through me.
It isn't time for a break yet. This is fun. No slacking off.
Stabilize.
Out of my sight.
Oh ja, oh ja. Der erste Tod, geil. Und ich glaube, selber heilen können die sich nicht.
Foreign.
Das heißt, ab jetzt wird es nur einfacher.
Steady as stone. Mirror images.
Not breaking a sweat.
Solidify.
As a good knight should.
For a break yet.
Her Majesty's power flows through me.
Slacking off.
I'll catch up.
Ja, ich habe aber keinen Ice Character. Also keinen funktionierenden.
Order guide you.
Her Majesty's gift.
Okay, nur noch sie.
Useless.
Das ist dann ja einfach.
Here.
Ist sie.
Here.
Ah, ich habe das Schild nicht getriggert,
Stone
lost.
unturned.
Stabilize.
Oh, ich weiß, warum ich Inazuma so ungern spiele.
Winter shall eventually come.
Och, Alter. Weiß nicht, ob ich damit rechnen kann, weil eigentlich das Max-Level habe ich erreicht und so. Eigentlich, rein theoretisch sollte es nicht mehr sehr viel nerviger werden.
Steady as stone.
Weil die können die Gebiete nicht so zuschneiden, dass du perfekte Artefaktsets dann haben sollst. Ich kann mir vorstellen, dass das nächste Gebiet noch nerviger wird, also nicht die Gruft, sondern
Solidify.
Lament. Worthless. Here.
ich weiß nicht, wie es heißt.
Worthless.
Das nächste richtige Gebiet, halt. 3.0 Gebiet. Aber ich kann mir nicht vorstellen, dass die Gebiete darauf folgend dann nochmal sehr viel schwerer werden sollen, weil das würde nicht so viel Sinn machen.
Stabilize.
Außer von den Gegner-Mechanics her.
Out of my sight. Her Majesty's power flows through me.
Boring.
This body belongs to ice and snow.
Wenigstens gibt es mir den Loot, den ich will. Also ich kann mir nicht vorstellen, dass es noch sehr viel nerviger als Inazuma wird. In Stücken ja, aber sehr viel nerviger glaube ich nicht.
Worthless. Worthless. Here. Worthless.
Leave it all to me. I'll catch up.
Ja, was sollen sie denn machen? Sollen die Gegner 70, sollen die Gegner jetzt die Bosse von Mondstadt übertreffen von den Leben her und das sind dann normale Gegner?
This is order.
Weil das wäre dann nur dumm. Dann sind wir bei Dark Souls 1 bei Late-Game-Gebieten angekommen, die mir nicht gefallen.
Gather.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Ja, das meinte ich ja, wenn von den Mechaniken her, aber sollen sie unsterblich werden? Weil was Nervigeres als Fatui habe ich noch nicht im Kopf. Warum? Wait, warum war der Gegner gerade immun?
Evil conquering. Here. Worthless.
Oh. Oh fuck, ich wollte sie auch nehmen. Ja, das Einzige, was ich mir noch vorstellen kann, ist, dass sie den Level Cap ändern. Was ich gut heißen würde, wenn sie endlich den Level Cap auf 100 setzen würden. Würde ich gut finden. Ah, nur noch da hinten.
Useless.
Ich hoffe, das ist richtig und nicht andersrum. Nee, scheint andersrum zu sein.
want? Forget it. It's not my concern.
Let's get down to business. Stabilize.
Leave it all to me. Yeah.
Useless.
To the ferry.
Boring.
Boom. Gather. Now this. No.
Why would anyone want? Forget it. It's not my concern.
No, gut.
Boring.
Achso, ich muss das bei dem Siegel machen, gell? Genau. Und jetzt habe ich den Kanomir. Hoffentlich. Bitte, bitte. Ja, das ist schon ein bisschen sad in meinen Augen. Oh, muss ich da reinspringen? Ui. Gib mir einen Teleporter. Dann ist alles gut. Weil ich wollte nur nach Enkanomir überhaupt kommen. Perfekt. Sagt der Teleporter. Nice. Okay, dann muss ich es wohl doch noch weitermachen. Hi, was bist du denn?
Disappear! Here! Worthless! Here! Worthless!
Kommt auf die Quest an. Vielleicht kann ich dir helfen. Und guten Tag.
Boring!
Solidify!
Ja, ich hab Discord. Link müsste auch im Chat sein, wenn nicht in der Stream-Videobeschreibung. Okay, ich bin bisher kein Freund von diesen Echsen? Ich denke, es sind Echsen. Tank ein bisschen viel.
Gather! I will have order!
Oh, hell yeah. Es ist gerade ein bisschen schwer für mich, während ich live bin, deinen Account zu adden. Es wäre wirklich einfacher, wenn du einfach auf den Server gehen würdest. Dann kannst du mir eh direkt Private Messages schreiben. Und danach kann man das dann gerne machen. Mit dem Adden. Hier geblieben. Ja, okay, dann nicht. Tschüss. So tiefer in die Höhle rein.
Useless! Worthless!
Ah, fuck. Ich war noch drauf.
Gather!
Los, schnell, heil. Obwohl, ich glaube, sie hat eins. Zweimal gesagt. Ja. Oh lol, die droppen auch die Knochen. Raff ich ja jetzt erst. Die brauche ich nicht mehr. Aber die habe ich damals gebraucht. Ich glaube sogar für beide Großschwerter. Okay, das ist Erz, das ich nicht brauche. Elektro... nee. Nee. Doch.
Gather!
Time to clean up.
Warum denkt sich das Spiel, ich will das Erz unbedingt anvisieren?
Worthless!
Stabilize!
Useless!
I must leave no stone unturned.
If it's useful, I'll take it.
Okay, ich bin bisher kein Fan von diesen Echsen. Gebt mir mal eine Sekunde. Nein. Ich habe nicht nur L Constellation One. Warum?
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Ja. Nee, ich habe nicht nur LC1. Warum? Ich ulte nur, bevor ich die Ability mache, weil die Ult länger hält als die Ability. Ja, das ist Luck. Aber man muss auch dazu sagen, ja, Luck ist beeinflussbar, denn meine Noelle hat auch, glaube ich, mittlerweile 80%? 60 meine ich? Nee, 57% hat sie. Ja, ein bisschen höher halt als 50 noch. Ja, war halt lucky. Ich habe Momente, in denen sie gar nicht halt. Also, ja. Ähm. Ja, Louis, ich weiß nicht, entweder schickst du mir dann jetzt eine Nachricht privat, welche Quest du meinst, oder den Namen der Quest, wo die Quest ist, keine Ahnung. Ja, ja, ich hatte schon gesehen, keine Angst. Warte, was? 5 Runen, bla bla bla. Boah, was? Ich wollte die Euler-Quest noch machen. Okay, ich muss diese 5 Runen finden. Irgendwo. In einem Gebiet mit viel zu nervigen, starken Gegnern. Cool. Aber muss ich mir vielleicht noch auswählen? Ach so, falls du mir gerade den Dingscode schickst, die UID, hättest du auch unten einfach von mir schnell nehmen können. Das wäre nicht das Problem. Ist das eine Quest? Den 5 Siegeln? Ja, ist es. Ah, ja, dann werden sie auch angezeigt. Ach, das ist ja viel einfacher auf einmal. Lol. Schreib dann einfach noch in den Chat, wenn du es geschrieben hast und dann... Dann ist alles gut.
Evil conquering. Worthless. Here. Here. Here.
Und jetzt habe ich die Ult schon wieder, oder was? Ja, natürlich. Ist ja auch so geil. Rechts unten steht UID. So gut wie immer im Bild.
Stabilize.
Ich brauche dringend die Look dann als Second Damage Dealer. Der wird wichtig. Wait, hatte ich das jetzt schon? Nee, hatte ich nicht. Okay. Da müsste es zumindest sein, würde ich jetzt einfach mal am Namen festmachen. Die Frage ist, bei welcher Quest brauchst du Hilfe? Weil gerade in deine Welt kommen kann ich nicht. Ja, Feuerflugsblume ist keine Quest. Oder? Nee, doch, Shenhe? Muss man die für Shenhe machen? Erik hat mich da auch schon mal gefragt. Muss man die einmal wegen der Quest machen?
Useless.
Oh, fuck.
Useless.
Ich meine, wenn man die richtigen Elemente hat, Pierre, kann ich dir da voll und ganz zustimmen. Für mich ist der Baum lustigerweise, also die Feuerflugsblume, lustigerweise einigermaßen schwer, da in meinem Team ja nix das Feuerding wegmacht, außer, also doch, alles kann's wegmachen, außer Dialog, aber halt nur sehr schwer, aber dann ist sie tot, wenn sie am Boden liegt, soweit ich weiß. Den kriege ich sie, glaube ich, in einer Phase hin. Ja, wie gesagt, ich kann erstmal nicht helfen, da ich die Quest hier fertig machen muss und mindestens einen Legendenauftrag noch, weil ich den random angefangen hatte, ohne es zu wollen, und seitdem kann ich nicht mehr online spielen, jetzt seit 1,5 Tagen, glaube ich, oder einem. Ne, müssten 1,5 sein.
Boring. Lament. Here.
I'll catch up.
Stabilize.
Useless.
Wait, das Ding lebt noch? Okay, wollte gerade sagen.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Bitte habt doch nicht so viel Leben. Ich hasse Ruin-Gegner. Mich immer mit Elemental Damage angreifen, aber ich habe keine Elemental Damage. Also schon, aber nie in den Massen. Und ich will jetzt nicht für die zwei den Scheiß so
Why
weit
would anyone
ausgeben.
want... Forget it. It's not my concern.
So. Ah, nee, eine Challenge habe ich keine Lust. Eigentlich nur aus Enkanomiya raus. Ich fange schon an, Enkanomiya nicht so zu mögen. Oh, Slimes. Oh, Slimes.
There's quality here.
Darf ich bitte nach oben? Bitte? Ich kann da doch sicher einfach durchrennen. Ah, seien wir ehrlich, ich will nicht
This
durchrennen.
is order. Evil conquering. Cheer. Cheer. Worthless. Cheer. Cheer. Boring.
Komm, du bist doch auch gleich tot. Komm. Ja. Ja, Xiao, schon guter Schaden. Schon ziemlich
If
geiler
it's
Schaden.
useful, I'll take it.
Bin ich jetzt endlich draußen? Dankeschön. What the fuck? Ich will hier raus! Lasst mich raus! Ihr scheiß Questline, die eigentliche Side-Questline ist. Darf ich jetzt raus? Oh, wait, warte mal. Oh, okay. Ich durfte vorne rein raus. Ist hier noch ein Teleporter? Ja. Wir gehen natürlich mit und jetzt gehen wir. Okay, so ist das schon ein bisschen einfacher. Lass mich nach Liur gehen und zwar hierhin. Nee, hierhin. Oh. Übrigens, richtig cool. Ich habe wieder angefangen, Pokémon Unite aktiver zu spielen. Für die, die es nicht wissen. Und holy shit, der neue Battle Pass gibt mir einen Felinara-Skin und ich liebe es. Ich hasse nur die aktuelle Meta. Das ist das Einzige, was ich gerade hasse. Nee. 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 Das muss ich ein bisschen weitermachen. Träume von Schmetterlingen. Wait a second. Bla bla bla. Nee, Altus. Altus ist Xiao, oder? Ja, cool. Auch wenn ich seinen Legendenauftrag nicht machen wollte, aber ich muss es. Damit ich wieder Online-Shit machen darf. Für den Fall, dass ich Julian oder Erik helfen muss. Obwohl Julian muss ich nicht helfen. Das Einzige, wobei ich dem helfen kann, ist, dass der mehr Perlen sammeln kann. Für seine Kokumi.
Useless.
War's das? Okay. Die Cutscene, die davor kam, war einfach nur sowas wie, oh, die sehen komisch aus, wir sollten sie besiegen.
Gathering over there. Wonder what they're doing.
Oh. Das sind doch so Adepten.
Whoa! See that guy in the mask? He's scared off.
Nee, er wird nicht ein
Oh,
Adepten,
you mean
ein
like
Adepter
Xiao?
sein, aber wahrscheinlich
Now
schon
that you
die
mention it, this
dieses
guy's
Talisman
mask is
davon
kinda
nutzen.
similar to the one that he wears. But the magic he was using seemed even more adeptus-y than Xiao's. Shall we go say hi? Hello. Allow us to introduce ourselves. This is...
Please, if you're here to thank me, there's no need. Cleansing the world of evil is the duty of the Adepti. Think nothing of it. One certainly doesn't.
Du bist kein Adepter.
Wait, who are you? One had assumed you were followers, but on closer inspection it seems that we have not met.
My name's Paimon, and this is my sidekick.
One sees. One too shall introduce oneself, for it is
Ja,
good
wie
manners
heißt
to
du?
comply. The one before you is the Adeptus, Master of Stars, though one is better known to one's followers as Star Snatcher. One descended from one's mountain abode to cleanse the world of evil, whereupon fate saw fit that our paths should cross. Now, tell me that which you wish for.
Our wishes? Paimon thought that the Adepti and Levi were just really good in battle. You mean you can grant people's wishes too?
There are different levels of Adepti. Are not the stars loftier than the mountains, clouds, and moon? Yet, it is unbecoming of an Adepti to boast of one's powers. One would have you first speak to one's followers, and only then make your verdict.
Irgendwie glaube ich, der tut so, als wäre Xiao.
Have you seen the Master of Stars in action? His power truly hails from the divine. I believe that now there is finally some hope for my ailing father. Watching him use his magic is all the proof you need. A true Adeptus, no doubt about it. Not long ago, I sought some medicine from him on behalf of my ailing father. The difference with Boo Boo Pharmacy's prescriptions was like night and day, I tell you. Once it was boiled and ready, it gave off this really ethereal mist. Seemed pretty adeptal to me. Could have also been because there was mistflower in it, though. Adepti medicine is surely the most potent. My father will recover soon, I just know it. Sure, you
Irgendwie
have to
glaube
make
ich
some
nicht ganz dran.
sacrifices if you seek help from an adeptus like the Master of Stars. I had to give a few antiques as offerings. But my father's life is worth much more than a few old relics, right?
The Millilith don't really need to do shifts when the Master of Stars is around, do they? I'm a merchant, and I had an especially valuable batch of goods that needed transporting recently. So I asked the Master of Stars if he would make the journey with me, as presumptuous as that was. Reason being, monsters run a mile as soon as he so much as holds up his talisman. We didn't have the slightest bit of trouble the whole journey. It didn't come cheap, of course, but then soliciting the services of an adeptus is a monumental affair. Just look at the rite of dissension. So I can accept it, but I doubt that most from outside of Liyue would be willing to.
Finally,
Was mit dir?
a life full of hope. Oh, are you believers too? After my fiancé had been
Hält
left,
sie ihn auch
I
hoch?
cried every day.
Wahrscheinlich.
But then I turned to the Master of Stars for help. At his suggestion, I started burning paintings of my fiancé and casting the ashes into the ocean at sunrise. I can't explain it, but it really worked. I know in my heart that he'll return. This is not some sort of positive thinking trick. I'm certain of it. I'm so overjoyed that I gave a portion of my wedding budget to the Master of Stars as an offering. After all, if not for him, I wouldn't be getting my fiancé back, in which case I wouldn't need it anyway.
What do you think? One's adherents may exaggerate a little, but they speak from the heart. Surely you jest. There was once a senior adeptus, Xie Wuliang, known to the people as Liangzi. He said this: all things are connected. That which mortals call imagination is merely the bridge betwixt the spiritual and the material. In other words, their wishes are already on the path of transitioning into reality. Does this make things clearer?
Nope. It makes them way more complicated. But basically what you're saying is that their wishes can come true, right?
Indeed. You are perceptive, my diminutive friend.
Okay. So we also have one other question.
Oh? You need but ask. One wanders among mortals, doing good and cleansing evil. One reveals not one's visage to avoid further disturbance to this
Das wäre
realm
keine
that is
unnötige
necessary.
Aufruhr.
Ah, got it.
Now then, what are your wishes?
Zieh deine Maske ab.
One senses
Ja,
that a tragic tale lies behind this wish.
bisher konnten mir
So
3
be
Archons
it.
nicht helfen.
This wish is not beyond one's power to grant. But first, one must see some proof of your faith.
What's that supposed to mean?
The way of the Adepti cannot be grasped from words alone. One must seek the profound truths that lie beyond them. Should you fail to perceive one's hidden meaning, then regrettably, one may lend you no aid.
What do? Paimon doesn't understand him at all. Oh, that's right. some of those believers mentioned that they had to pay a pretty sum for the Adeptus' help, didn't they?
Das ist schon traurig.
Well, Paimon's not forking over anymore, and we don't have anything valuable enough on us. You don't even have a vision. Hey, why don't we make him a tasty snack? No one can resist the temptation of good food, can they? Yep, a tasty snack is sure to work. Why don't we head over to Wanwen Bookhouse and see if they got any new recipes in?
Oh, ich kann wieder online spielen. Perfekt. Dann mache ich den Teil jetzt erstmal nicht fertig. Sondern würde lieber Eulers Quest vorziehen. Aprostelos. Das kann ich eh nicht weitermachen. So, dann. Ich glaube, bevor ich das aber anfange, machen wir einmal die Feuerblume. Ich weiß, ich könnte heute Song Lees Bücher farmen, aber ich habe nicht wirklich Lust. Und bis Song Lee drankommt, dauert es auch noch ein bisschen. Wait, was braucht Diluc eigentlich für Bücher für seine Talente? Talente. Oh! Dieselben wie Noel. Okay. Na gut. Diluc wird nicht... Warte. Braucht zwar dieselben wie Noel, aber ich war grad dumm und hab da nicht auf... Braucht die Abzeichen. Ja, die Abzeichen können etwas nerviger werden. Musste mal gucken, nicht irgendwie all seine Talente irgendwie wenigstens auf 3 oder so bringen oder 5 oder 6.
Useless. Solidify. Order guide you.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Kann ich mit nur das kaputt machen? Bisschen. Ich hoffe, das bisschen reicht.
Steady as stone.
Useless.
Ach Mann, komm her. Oh, danke schön.
Worthless.
Ich weiß gar nicht, ob das mehr Damage ist. Wird schon irgendwie. Oh. Kein Freund. Quest. Ja, können wir Drinks mixen gehen und das eine Event abschließen. Bei den anderen Events kann es sein, dass ich die einfach mal so abschließe. Und einfach so den Kram spiele. Weil ich nicht für alles immer den Streamer machen möchte. Ab und zu finde ich es mal entspannt, auch off-stream ein bisschen einfach meinen Stuff zu machen. Aber ich denke mal, das ist okay. Ja. Ich weiß. Ich hätte schon gesehen. Ich meine, falls er noch da ist, ab jetzt könnte ich ihm helfen. Deswegen warte ich jetzt noch mal ganz kurz. Ach komm hier, lass ihn doch. Oh, das ist jetzt die
Thank you
neue
for coming
Jean.
on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with. Yes, it has been one thing after another recently. Neither myself nor any of the Mondstadt garrison are able to catch a moment of peace. I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
The Fatui? Again? Oh, but who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of Decarabian was lost once again as slavery spread throughout the land. The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds.
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter. Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the Knights. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in adding more fuel to the flames. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty,
Alter Pierre, aber wir spielen später Monster, Alter. Das ist ein Fact. Ist egal, ob wir dann nur zu zweit irgendwie ein bisschen Randale oder so spielen. Oder irgendwelche Event-Shit oder dir den Waldstrucks farmen.
You are in fact
Ich hab
the
Bock.
best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius. But you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You are a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn
Also ich
more
hoffe,
of their
Julian macht
possible
mit.
connections with
Maybe
the
noch
Fatui.
Erik.
Whoa. Leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough plan.
Bei Erik weiß ich nicht, der wird wahrscheinlich eher
Perhaps
für
such
Shogun
plans have
Raiden
become second nature
farmen.
after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in
Hoffentlich.
question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls. It is said that he is
Guten
difficult to
Tag.
get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without a hitch. Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do
Wie
anything
geht's?
in my power to support you.
Mir geht's auch soweit gut. Ich habe wieder ein bisschen mit Genshin angefangen die Woche. Und ja, Pokémon Unite hat endlich seinen Patch bekommen. Neue Season ist da, die cool ist. Julian, Pierre und ich spielen wieder ein bisschen öfter Rogue Company. Und heute Abend oder heute Mittag oder so spielen wir da ein bisschen Monster Hunter. Mir geht's super. Bei mir ist alles geil. Und ich gucke, dass ich vielleicht jetzt wieder nicht sehr viel regelmäßiger, da muss halt einfach die Lust da sein, aber vielleicht einfach, oh lol, einfach ein kleines bisschen mehr mache. Ich weiß nicht, was FN ist. Also ich weiß nicht, wofür die Abkürzung steht. Nee. Nicht mehr seit Chapter 1 Season 7? War das die Ice Season? Seit der Ice Season nicht mehr. Seitdem macht es mir nicht mehr so viel Spaß. Ich habe mich schon Season 6 angefangen, nicht mehr so viel Spaß zu machen, aber ist schon länger her, dass ich das gespielt habe. Wenn, wäre ich bereit, nochmal Rette die Welt zu spielen, aber da bin ich auch nie so motiviert, dass es dann immer nur so, sagen wir, einen Abend, bei dem ich Lust habe und dann denke ich mir am nächsten Tag, zum Glück hast du es nicht installiert, weil ich habe heute nicht wirklich wieder Lust.
A blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
Huh. In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman. And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. Ah, but look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. Ah, I cannot bear to see such degradation. What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. After all, we are of a completely different breed by birth. Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
Digga, was ist mit dem los?
Ugh, so this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
Nee. Okay. Kann ich den blockieren? Der nervt mich gerade ein bisschen. Wahrscheinlich am besten einfach ignorieren. Oh, Ember! Oh, Ember Screen Time!
I'm
just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Hallo.
Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Ja,
Master
bisschen.
Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up.
Oh, Amber ist so cool eigentlich.
Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone, especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
Was hat denn diese Quest so weit mit Euler zu tun?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th Company.
Oh.
Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
Ja, bitte, 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 bitte.
That's strange.
Screen time.
If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for her. In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Stormbear Mountains.
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan?
Euler treffen. Hier. Gehört noch zu den Charakteren, die ich vielleicht pullen möchte. Also erstens, weil Großschwert. Zweitens, weil es ziemlich cool ist. Aber ich meine, rein charaktermäßig wäre da, also Großschwertmäßig, wäre da noch Ito, der fehlt. Euler. Und Razor, oder? Ja. Noch 2 5-Stars. Wenn nicht einer der nächsten auch noch ein Greatsword Charakter wird. Aber ja. Boah, aber Euler sieht so cool aus. Dann ist noch Eis-Zweihänder, das heißt... Aber sie kann nicht heilen, gell? So an sich würde ich sie gerne mit Deluxe so in Team zusammenpacken. Das wäre dann ganz cool, wenn ich sie hätte für Abyss Stuff. Wenn ich sie dann mit Deluxe so in Team zusammenpacken, dann so Meld, Shade. Ich weiß gar nicht. Nee, irgendwie, Ethan hat mal gemeint, man spielt sie mehr auf den normalen Auto-Attacks. Aber ich glaube selbst dann. Dann brauche ich nur irgendwie einen Second Healer. Am besten mit Kiki. Am besten ja, mit Kiki wäre ganz cool. Kiki hätte ich echt noch gerne. Also, wenn ich einen 5-Star aus dem Standard-Banner ziehe, Kiki wäre sehr cool. Jean, weil ist noch der einzige Charakter, den ich nicht habe. Dilo Constellation würde ich nehmen. Jade Spear und... Was war's noch? Jade Spear und Wolfsgrab, oder? Wolfsgrab? Klar. Gute Julian. Nice. Aber Wolfsgrab wäre ziemlich cool. Wolfsgrab und Jadespear wäre schon so ein MVP-Ding. Einfach die Signature-Waffe von 2 meiner Charakteren. Ja! Ah, das sind Feuer. Okay, Feuer als erstes. Scheiße. Ja, okay, dann mach ich den anderen zuerst. Okay. Okay, du willst Stress. I'm ready for it. My name is Madara Uchi. Oh mein Gott, das hat nicht so viel Damage gemacht, wie ich gehofft habe. Ha! Opfer. Wir können drüber reden, oder? Oh wait, ist er gestorben? Oh, er ist gestorben. Easy. Cool. An sich kann man ja... Oh, Heuler, Heuler. Okay, ich halte mir mal. Gleich. Ja! Was zieht sie denn ab? Yo! Oh, sie ist so cool. Und dann steht sie so selbst hier. Oh, cool. An sich kann man mir joinen, aber aktuell bräuchte ich für nichts Hilfe oder sonst irgendwas. Oder ja, deswegen ist es eher unnötig. Weil an sich spiele ich das Game sehr gerne alleine. Es gibt nur so ein paar Sachen, die da mal lustiger sind im Multiplayer. Und ja, zum Beispiel das wird sehr safe offstream sein. Julian, Pierre und ich werden dann, sobald das neue Gebiet da ist und die neuen Artefakte da sind, wollen wir das neue Artefakt-Set für Xiao, also ist nicht direkt für Xiao, aber es erhöht den Damage, wenn du Schaden erleidest, während deine Ult aktiv ist, und das passt ziemlich gut zu Xiao. Also wollen wir das zusammen farmen. Deswegen. Aber danke, dass du wenigstens überhaupt mal gefragt hast, weil oftmals schicken die Leute einfach nur eine Anfrage. Ich hab Bock auf Euler. Ich will dich. In meinem Team.
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the shots. Still,
aber
I'm glad you're unscathed.
Ja, ich kann nie sagen, dass das ein Set direkt für einen Charakter ist. Das meinte ich halt nur. Es wäre wie, als würde ich sagen, dass das würde keinen Sinn machen, aber ich nehme jetzt dieses Beispiel, als wäre Duskblade nur für einen Kane oder nur für einen Master Yi. Ganz direkt stimmt's nicht, weil du kannst es auf anderen spielen, das ist nur dumm. Ja.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
Hey!
Enemies? Wait a minute. You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago.
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you
Okay,
see
gerade
all
ist sie
this?
weird.
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
Das stimmt.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
Von Ember?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
Bisschen weird ist sie gerade, aber ist egal. Der Auftritt war sehr cool. Hat Bonuspunkte gegeben.
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
Alter, sie denkt nur an Rache. Nee, nee, nee. Ich bonk dich gleich mit deinem Schwert.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right.
Ja,
Told us to come and
für
talk
den
to you.
Plan.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people.
Ich kann gleich mal gucken.
We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry.
Also,
Still,
ich habe eine Theorie, was ich machen könnte. Wir könnten auf die Welt lassen und dann blockieren. Oder? Ist das ein Ding? Soll er sich dann die 2, 3 Sachen schnappen, die er da kriegt? Da heul ich nicht rum, müsste aber funktionieren. Oh, okay. Dann nicht. Spielerdetails. Ja, ich würde ihn gerne auf die schwarze Liste setzen. Und entfernen. Dankeschön. Ich hoffe, das hat funktioniert so. Ich hatte jetzt nicht Lust, lang mit dem irgendeinen Shit zu machen, bevor der irgendeine Scheiße in den Chat schreibt. Weil der es dann im Nachhinein heißt, dass ich von YouTube auf die Fresse krieg. Habe ich keine Lust. Ganz oben war das doch. Ja, ach, ich hätte auch noch die 8 Stunden weitergegeben. Ich wäre mit Absicht einfach nur weitere 8 Stunden in dem Game geblieben, so lange bis der Dude auch keine Lust mehr hätte. Das hätte ich ihm gegönnt. Ich kann auch nicht, aber es hätten wir nichts also letztendlich, es hat ihm nichts gebracht, jetzt die ganze Zeit mit mir den Scheiß zu machen, also.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging.
Wie ist das jetzt mit der
So
Rache
that's
bei
still on
ihr?
your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. How long it will be before I get to you?
Okay, Euler. Ich wünsche dir viel Spaß. Wenn ich erst hinten bin, dann warte ich mal 8 Jahre. Vielleicht hast du dann Lust.
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes. But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand.
Ja.
Good. Now, there are 2 key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and your bearing. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water. Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Muss ich jetzt auch ein Smoking anziehen oder sowas?
Too abstract.
Sehe ich den Traveler im Anzug in der Quest?
Give some real-life demonstrations.
Ah. Very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Hallo Norman.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
Ey, das ist frech.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange?
Ja,
The days of the Lawrence
nicht
clan's
wirklich.
tyranny have long
Sie
passed.
ist
I don't care
irgendwie
what you're trying to do. Just beat it.
noch akzeptabel.
Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Arme
Never
Eule.
mind him.
Ich adoptiere
I
dich.
could have predicted as
Das ist ein
much.
anderer Nachname.
Let's find someone else.
Ich sollte eh älter sein als du. Wait a second. Also der Traveler ist definitiv älter als sie. Aber bin ich älter als sie? Kann man das nachgucken? Ja, es ist Ganyo, das ist nicht Eule. Das ist Eule. Nee, steht hier nicht. Ich kann's googeln.
You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility.
Nee, ich
and
mach schon.
solemnly
Alles
kneel to the
fein.
ground with utmost sincerity. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while.
Ich glaube, da ist jemand
Fine.
wieder genervt.
You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark
Ah
my
ja, sie
words,
ist jünger als ich.
vengeance
Lol.
will be mine.
Das ist 19. Ich hab sie so zwischen 17 und
You there, lowly worker.
22 eingeschätzt.
Yeah, I've already heard it all
Irgendwas in
before.
dem Dreh.
Look, just spare me the time.
Das ist
I'll
genau
just
die
always
Mitte.
the same. You've got
Obwohl
nothing
nicht
to
ganz.
say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, Here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here. I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here. If you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right?
Dann ist Euler ja
But
jünger
when your
als
family
Jean.
has committed atrocities, I'm afraid
Bon.
there's no easy path to reconciliation. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now. Right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement. But we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Nee. Mich aber auch durch die ganze Map. Gleich will sie noch mit mir nach Inazuma. Jawohl, das bezweifle ich sehr.
Once the snow is thick enough, we can eat it.
It's so cold. Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Uh-huh. is where you can finally apply some of your adventuring knowledge.
You look pretty confident this time. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
Also ich laufe jetzt einfach mal dran vorbei an allem. Wait, warte, was? Bin ein bisschen verwirrt. Oh, ich muss das einsammeln. Oh. Kann ich irgendwie ausrutschen oder so? Oder ist das so gemacht, dass es gar nicht erst passieren kann? Oh, fuck.
No need to worry.
Doch,
Head
es
back to
kann
the starting
scheitern.
point and try again.
Good to know. Muss ich nochmal mit dir reden?
It'll be difficult. Remember, you... That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult. Remember.
Okay, hier die Bälle sind gefährlich. Och Mann, beim ersten Mal habe ich es fast geschafft. Toll.
Hyman almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck. So, are we aristocrats now?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed, shall we? This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly. You failed this time. What a shame.
Alter, was?
But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again. You failed this time.
Alter, leck mich doch.
But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again. Useless.
Lament! Tear! Worthless! Tear! Worthless!
Sehr froh, keine Monat zu spielen.
Order guide you.
Oh, danke schön.
Well done. Your performance was most impressive. And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little left for me to teach you.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Dann zieh dir eine Hose an.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
Paimon muss jetzt auch noch alles lernen.
Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Yeah, that's it. It's too cold here. Besides, Paimon was paying attention to the Traveler.
Ja, ja.
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps.
Wieder diese Rache-Scheiße.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him. I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
Ja, dann haben wir die Quest fast, oder? Dann kann ich Barkeeper sein. Da freue ich mich schon drauf. Da habe ich Julian ein bisschen kurz zugeguckt gehabt. Ah, kriegt man gut Urgestein. Das wird nice.
Boring.
Amber! Hallo.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber. Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together.
Oh.
Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Alter.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Paimon's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish. The old aristocrats seem to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it Gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression.
Niemand ist
Of
davon
course not.
verschont.
It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
Die einzige, die doch davon verschont bleibt, ist Jean. Und Dialog muss davon verschont bleiben, weil
Eula's always talking
der
about vengeance,
tötet doch
but
Euler.
that's just how she is. It's nothing you should
Der
take
teilt
too
die in zwei.
seriously.
But I am serious. And I'll
Wenn der
remember
genervt ist,
every
der nimmt
transgression
Wolfsgrab und
committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
vertikal durchgeschnibbelt.
Starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good
Und auch
person.
wieder zugelötet.
There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well...
Als Sünder wurde ich noch nicht bezeichnet. Ich habe
So
Sünder
that's why
getötet
you
in
wouldn't
Dark Souls.
understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone. Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
Doch, wir gehen einfach ohne das Essen zu ihm. Let's go.
Well, until next time.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Hier. Ja, damit.
The Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut is ready to go. Be sure to eat it while it's hot. Otherwise, the flavor will be spoiled. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Ich weiß, ich merke schon.
To ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier. But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What's up with that?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family, therefore they don't actually see Eula for herself. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa! So both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid. In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another, myself included. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly. I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once
Oh,
everything's
das wäre
settled,
cool.
we should go talk to Eula again. Paimon thinks we know how to
Arme
communicate
Eule.
with her now.
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy, though she might not ever admit it. Take care. Please come again.
Irgendeine Quest wird safe noch sagen, dass ich dahin soll, also. Ich werde wiederkommen. Aber vorher werde ich die Quest abschließen und Drinks mixen. Das ist das Wichtige.
Boring.
Warum? What the fuck?
The tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy chair. Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. Magnanimous. Yes, indeed, that is true. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
Ah, a kindred spirit, I see. Yes, we must resist the blundering knights of Favonius. You are true and principled. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well-versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good. You are bright, and compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects would be promising indeed.
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Huh? Could this be? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's
Warte, die haben das Deutsch ausgesprochen im Englischen?
As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish.
Oder bin ich du? Der hat das doch gerade Deutsch ausgesprochen.
Dug into a big, tasty. I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime.
Wie geil ist das denn? Wie cool ist das denn? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut.
Exquisite sour flavor. A delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Das Beste wäre, wenn der einfach ein deutscher Sprecher wäre, mainly.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bearing a request. Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret. Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent fellows like yourself. To see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its former glory.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand everything in
Oh, tu mir den Gefallen und sagt, ihr hat nicht wirklich was mit den Fatui zu tun.
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Wait, ich muss jetzt nicht hin. Doch, muss ich. Oh, stimmt, man kriegt die Materialien, damit man den Charakter, glaube ich, auf 40 packen kann. Damit man das von 20 auf 40 hinkriegt. Stimmt, das war ja damals schon immer so. Ich will doch nur Drinks mixen. Irgendwann wird der Tag kommen, an dem ich auf aktuellem Stand bin und dann werde ich mich über alles Neue freuen. Und immer wenn ein Event da ist, kann ich es auch direkt spielen.
Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt. And therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest.
Am Ende sind es keine Fatui, sondern Abgrundmagier.
As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
Beybladen? Is Beybladen acceptable? Ah, wenn ich stehen bleibe, ach so. Kurve eng nehmen. Oh. Vorsprung.
As expected.
Außen wirklich Fatui. Wait, is this child?
We always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Nee.
Huh.
Alter, Boris.
Nothing more than
Hallo,
foreign
Boris.
ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business partners.
Hold it right there. Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
Dankeschön.
Good thing you're with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course, that is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Bisschen schneller. Boah, wenn Erik bei der Quest ankommt, der ist richtig genervt.
Where have I seen this person before?
Nirgendwo.
And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
Doch.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt recently.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them with the proper mutual respect. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our etiquette.
Nein, nein, ich bin nicht vom Ritual. Nein, 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 nein.
Thing.
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed to be?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself. That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that this is all reliable information?
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details.
Oh wait, wir müssten eigentlich noch irgendwann Euler anspielen dürfen.
Also, be certain not to divulge our identity.
Kommt sie jetzt von irgendwo hingesprungen und tötet ihn?
Diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it.
Nein, nein, niemand.
Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence clan. Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That...
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes into dust!
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me!
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that!
Just
Sollten
as
wir
I
nicht die
expected.
Fatui aufhalten?
I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get them!
They're running off in different directions.
Oh.
Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
I see through you! Disappear! I can't! Just get right! Worthless! Foreign! Quickly! Worthless! Prepare to die!
Leave it all to me.
Boah, wenn die Luft mehr Damage macht, wird das schön. Oh, Euler, hi. Darf ich dich jetzt anspielen?
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantries. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you, and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the family.
Obwohl, doch,
Since
aber
when have I
auch
ever
ein Ritter.
complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to.
Oh, ja, ich
Given
darf
that
sie
you've
spielen.
already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Paimon took a peek at their diary.
Nice. Hoffentlich macht's so Spaß.
And marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Ja,
Let's
ja.
discuss this later.
Aber diesmal
The first
wirklich.
priority is recovering that diagram.
Oh ja. Oh, wie cool greift sie denn an? Was kann ihr Schwert? Oh nee. Angehoben. Es gibt physischen Schadensbonus, okay.
Shudder!
Okay, das war lame. Kann ich das aufladen?
Eye for an eye.
Oh, laufe ich gerade falsch rum? Nee.
Crush!
Nee, irgendwie die Fähigkeit ist schon lame. Nee, doch, ich laufe falsch rum. Ich bin verwirrt. Ja, hier lang müsste richtig sein. Oh, okay, sie hat das von Diluc und Beidou. Ja, gut. Ja, das meinst du ja schon vorhin. Aber die reine Ability gefällt mir nicht so. Okay, das war unlucky. Alter, nicht schon wieder. Gut. Aber der Vorteil ist, man kann halt die Ability echt oft einsetzen. Für Rätsel. Oder wahrscheinlich auch um Wasser einzufrieren. Oder um Aufbau für Meld dazu bringen.
Rack and ruin.
Also grundlegend vom Moveset her gefällt sie mir schon.
I condemn you.
Vom reinen Moveset her ist sie sehr cool. Die Waffe sieht super cool aus.
Rack and ruin.
You can't run! Should've get careful. Let's move.
Freeze to the core.
Lol, das Schwert da hinten lädt sich. Oh mein! Oh mein! Okay, das war ziemlich cool.
I condemn you.
Okay, das war ziemlich cool. Okay, Euler ist sehr cool.
Eye for an eye. Rack and ruin. Vengeance will be mine. The odds are against us. I condemn you.
Holy shit.
Eye for an eye. I condemn you. Eye for an eye.
Okay, irgendwie
Rack and ruin.
geht sein Schild nicht so gut weg.
Blood of frost.
Aber der Damage ist halt insane. Wenn man im richtigen Moment vorher Feuer auf die Gegner kriegt, einfach bevor man ultet eine Diluc-Ult rein oder sowas, muss doch irgendwie irgend so ein geiler Scheiß muss doch gehen. Das müsste doch Ice Damage sein dann. Sekunde, das will ich kurz nach. Bye, have a great time. Das will ich kurz nachlesen. Oh, ist sogar Stufe 11, holy shit. Runter explodieren für Gegner. Physischen Schaden zu. Oh, okay. Das heißt, es ist einfach literally immer nur physisch. Oh, okay. Okay.
Aristocratic etiquette is all
Also
just
skaliert
for
nur
show.
physisch.
Just smile and nod along. I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart, but even I don't take them that seriously.
Aber trotzdem cool. Ist halt sehr interessant, weil es mal irgendwie der erste Charakter ist, der mir so vorkommt, als würde er nicht auf Abilities gehen.
I guess there's no other option but to fight.
I condemn you.
You dare provoke me.
Das macht halt auch schon gut Schaden.
Come forth and dispose of them. Leaving so soon.
Rack and ruin.
Ja, oh. Und ich halte sie jetzt mal mit Absicht gerade die ganze Zeit nicht. Weil ich mir denke, das müsste auch so funktionieren. Komm, ich will noch die Ult einmal kriegen.
Eye for an eye. Vengeance will be mine.
Ah, schade.
Rack
Ich hab's nicht richtig aufgeladen bekommen. Aber es ist halt mal interessant. Gute
This must be
Pexi.
it. They may very well have already made a copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have
Hoffentlich.
relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt alone. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
Oh yeah!
Okay.
You suddenly appeared at just the right moment!
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier. I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Okay, mach das.
Finally! After all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying! In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our investigation. You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey, what do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and take it from here.
Jo, tschüss. Ich werde den Drink mixen.
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.
Das müsste doch jetzt sein. Oder geht der Auftrag jetzt noch weiter? Nee. Nee, Euler meinte, sie geht zu Jean. Und das Urgestein habe ich schon bekommen. Ja. Sieht so aus, als hätte ich es geschafft. Nice, Event. Hab nicht mehr so viel Zeit dafür.
Hello there. So...
Hey, don't forget about the equally renowned Paimon!
Of course. Well, it just so happens that our tavern, Angel's Share, is hosting a Bartenders Academy week. I'm hoping the event might interest you. Basically, you'll have full access to all of our ingredients to mix cocktails or any other drink you please. As long as you refrain from being wasteful, you can enjoy unlimited refills for the drinks you create.
Unlimited refills!
Also, you'll be rewarded handsomely if the guests are happy with your drinks.
Oh, nice.
What? There's even rewards? Where do we sign up?
It's
Okay.
called an academy, but attendance is certainly not mandatory. And you don't have to make your decision right away. You're more than welcome to give it a try first. So, what do you think?
Yeah, let's go.
Give the academy a try? Great. Then please, come on in. First, Charles will walk you through some basic techniques.
Ich brauche die Grundlagen nicht, ich hab's bei Julian gesehen. Ich werf Sachen zusammen, mache einen Quicktime, mach's in die richtige Größe und dann ist alles fein.
Hey, I know you two. So what can I get for you today?
Hey, Charles! Actually, we came to be bartenders today!
Bartenders? Oh, so Luca roped you two in, did he? He's got quite a knack for that. You're certainly talented at handling difficult tasks. There's no doubt about that. But mixing cocktails is a whole different game. It's delicate work and requires a certain amount of finesse.
Doch,
Everything
schon.
from the ratios of your ingredients
Nicht
to
in
the
real
mixing
life,
techniques could affect
aber
the
hier
final
in-game.
product.
Don't worry, he's a fantastic cook! Cooking and cocktail making have a lot in common, you know.
All right, I'll take your word for it. Oh, and one more thing. In a previous event, we had a student who arbitrarily mixed 3 kinds of hard liquor. Just one glass was enough to leave a customer passed out on the floor. In light of that incident, we decided to no longer provide alcoholic ingredients to beginners. I hope you'll understand. Great. That just about covers all I have to say. You'll learn all the skills and techniques you need on the fly.
Okay. Und 3% Kaffee. Oh, lass. So. Ja. Einfach 3 Portionen Kaffee. Ich weiß nicht, wie viel du willst.
You're a quick learner. This tastes pretty good.
Ich habe ja nur Kaffee zusammengemischt.
This is amazing!
That was just practice, though. On the job, customers often will have special
Ja,
requests for
easy.
their drinks.
Komm, her
Some may
damit.
enjoy a stiffer drink, while others might prefer something more sour. Everyone has their own preferences. Adjusting the amounts of the ingredients
Im
is
Real
always
Life
the
muss das
key.
so hart sein, aber hier.
I would like a caramel pine cone extra sweet in the biggest glass you have, please and thank you!
Well, that's about all there is to it. But to become a truly exceptional bartender, in addition to mixing skills, you'll also
Ja,
need to
krieg ich hin.
master... All right. In that case, you two can take this counter. If you have questions or need any help...
Ja, ach, alles gut.
Wait! Where's Paimon's caramel pine cone?
Oh lol. Oh, hi. Look. Ich will erst mit Rosaria.
Well, well, this is a
Das
surprise.
ist Kaya.
I didn't expect to see you two behind the counter today. In that case, I'd like a death afternoon.
Leave it to Kaya to make things difficult right from the start.
Oh, sie hat das andere Outfit an.
Come now, I just wanted to see how he'd react. I admit I didn't expect to see you here today, Sister Rosaria. With so many demanding customers that frequent the tavern, I only thought I'd help the traveler gain some experience.
There he goes with that smooth talk again.
Don't get me wrong, I was only trying to be helpful. If anything, you should be thanking me. Now, how about we start with something simple, like a moonlit alley, for instance? Oh, and make it a large, please.
Okay.
I'll leave my drink up to you. Just make it a tea of some kind and not too big.
Please, take your time. Waiting in anticipation is half the fun.
Warte, ich habe wieder vergessen, was Kaya wollte. Mondscheingasse. Hier. Kaffee, Milch und Schokolade. Kaffee, Milch, Schokolade in groß. Mach einfach irgendein Getränk mit Tee in einer nicht zu großen Tasse. Bisschen Tee mit Milch und Zitrus? Darauf Bock? Und mit nicht so groß würde ich klein interpretieren. Richtig?
Look like the drink they ordered. Just give this one to Paimon and try making another. Look like the drink they ordered.
Irgendein Getränk mit Tee. Was willst du? Kriegst du Tee mit Sprudel. Und Milch. Ist eine nicht so große Tasse, vielleicht mittel. Was willst du von mir?
Just give this one to Paimon and try making another.
Dreimal Tee. Ich mache jetzt dreimal Tee in der kleinen Tasse. Hatte ich das nicht eben schon?
What is it, Rosaria? You don't like the drink?
No, the drink you made me is fine. It's just that I rarely ever drink tea. The taste always reminds me of certain things.
Ah, I presume you're referring to the church?
Yes. The church once held an event that I couldn't attend, but Sister Barbara still saved some tea and dessert for me. The dessert had already gone stale, so she whisked it away when I wasn't looking. But the tea tasted just like this drink you made me.
Huh.
Boy, you're in rare form today, Rosaria.
Sounds to me like Mondstadt's just gained another black tea lover.
I'd prefer something a little stiffer.
That depends. If I point out a few flaws, will you make me another one? I'm just kidding. I'd never subject you to such treatment.
Gosh, Kaya sure is a tough nut to crack. You never know what he'll say next. How can you stand to drink with this guy, Rosaria?
I don't really care what's going through his mind as long as we only talk about drinks. Besides, Kayad's only interested in people or things that intrigue him, whether that's you, the innkeeper here, or anybody else.
Hey, how could you divulge so much about your dear old drinking buddy,
You think I'm saying too much? Get over yourself. It's no big deal. I'm constantly surrounded by uptight folks day to day. I prefer the easygoing atmosphere in the tavern.
Oh, are we gossiping about people who take themselves too seriously now? Speaking of which, I know someone who could easily place in the top 3 most serious people in Mondstadt. As to their level of seriousness, well, let me put it this way. They probably wouldn't even flinch if I said that to their face.
Are there really rankings for people like that?
Of course. Just off the top of my head, there's a running list for the most consistent drinkers, hardest workers, worst cooks, or even biggest hoarders of dark secrets.
Sounds to Paimon like Mondstadters have way too much time on their hands.
Ja, aber
Are there
wirklich.
really that many people who don't need to work?
Aw, but what about Paimon? Is there a category that Paimon can be ranked as high as him?
Why, of course. How about... best bartenders.
Really? That's great! Our names will be remembered together forever!
Well, I must admit, the atmosphere you bring isn't half bad.
You can say that again. Just looking at these two brings a smile to my face. Good bartenders create a nice atmosphere and get people in a good mood. You know, like a mascot. So I guess there's really no contest for the title of Best Bartenders.
Huh?
Nothing. Thanks for your hospitality.
Yeah, I should be going too. By the way, that black tea tasted great. I'll try to make some for myself in the future. If I can manage to get up early enough in the morning, that is.
Until next time.
Jo, auf Wiedersehen. Kommen noch andere? What?
Oh, it's Master Diluc. What brings you here? Do you have nothing to do today?
Me? Nothing to do? Don't count on it. I heard you two were working as bartenders, so I thought I'd drop by to see how you're coming along.
Wow, you really do catch wind of things quickly.
So, tell me, how do you like being a bartender?
Ja, bisschen chillig.
It's still a little too early to tell. We haven't been at it for very long.
Just tell me your initial feelings. Excited, confused, anything. How does it feel to be a bartender? I see.
Hey, didn't you want to ask Paimon too? Paimon's initial feeling is, drinks taste good.
Good. I'm happy for you. Now, could you make me a Gray Valley sunset then? I'll leave the size up to you.
Okay.
Great. Take your time.
Sonnenuntergang im Tal. Einmal Saft. Kriegst einen mittleren. Ich würde gerne alle grundlegenden Sachen abschließen, und dann würde ich für heute aufhören.
Not bad at all.
It's all about the ingredients. If the fruit are fresh and juicy, then the drink will naturally be sweet and tasty without adding anything extra.
Sounds like I should thank the soil of Mondstadt. It just so happens that Gray Valley Sunset is the first drink I ever mixed. I was still quite young. My father laid out several ingredients and told me to experiment with them. No requirements and no instruction. In hindsight, he probably just wanted to test my creativity. In the end, I just made a glass of fruit punch. Much like this one.
Ist einfach dreimal Saft zusammengekippt.
My father was equally surprised. I didn't really put much thought into it. I just figured that it would taste sweet. Looking back on it, I was so young and naive. Oh? I never thought about it, I suppose. My father didn't say a word at the time. But thank you. By the way, there's something I'd like to give you.
Oh, Urgestein. Geld?
But I suppose it's better to wait until you have more experience with your bartender job. I have no doubt that you'll do very well.
And Paimon will, be rooting for you.
Very well. Then, I look forward to seeing your good work.
Tschüss.
See you around.
Come back soon when you have a minute.
Ja, natürlich kommt er vorbei in seiner eigenen Bar. War das jetzt komplett oder ist oben noch jemand? Bin verwirrt, warte, was wird das Spiel jetzt von mir? Oh, Zhong Li kommt mal vorbei. Oh, wie cool. Dann nehme ich das. Dann gehen wir das einfach der Reihe nach. Warte, warum ist Zhong Li als erstes? Nee, nehmt die beiden als erstes.
Hi there, cutie. It's good to see you.
It is certainly unusual for us to meet in a place like this, but as Lisa said, I'm glad to see you.
Hey, what do you mean by a place like this? The tavern is a wonderful place to relax and unwind a little. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to drag the acting grandmaster away from her desk? We've only been here for a few minutes, and worry is already written all over her face.
Lisa.
Du kriegst einen Tee.
Yeah, this is the acting grandmaster we're talking about. It's only natural that she has a lot on her plate. But you know what they say, now that we're already here. Why don't you let him mix a couple of drinks for you two? It'll make you feel a lot better.
Honestly, Jean is the only person I know who needs to be taught how to relax.
Also?
Hey, cutie, whip me up a love poem. Medium, extra sweet. And how about you, Jean? What are you in the mood for?
I'll just have coffee. Medium, please.
Master Jean, you drink coffee all the time. Wouldn't you like to try something else?
Thanks, but no. I want something to help keep me awake. Thanks.
Liebesgedicht, mittel, etwas süßer. Hier. Tee, Milch und Karamell. Fuck, etwas süßer. Nee. Okay, also einmal mehr Karamell. Tee, Milch, zweimal Karamell. Würde ich sagen, wenn es heißt etwas süßer. Und Mittelwolze. Einfach nur Kaffee. Und auch Mittel. Okay. Sollte doch passen. Ja.
The sweetness is just right. Very good.
Perfekt.
The coffee is strong and rich with just a nice hint of bitterness to it. Actually, I do understand what you meant, Lisa. I've been reflecting on my weaknesses lately. There's still room for me to improve in many areas, such as my productivity and management. I'm concerned my stress may even be starting to somehow affect you as well. What?
See? Cutie knows. You were working yourself way too hard, so I thought I'd take you out for some drinks. All I wanted was for you to have some fun. But even in the tavern, you're still thinking about work. That's what's most concerning. If you're constantly under stress like this, it's only a matter of time before you burn out.
Oh, you also agree with Lisa, Traveler? So, is learning to relax actually my biggest challenge?
Yep, work hard, play hard, and rest even harder. The two of you may need even more rest than you'd expect.
All right, I understand. Thank you, all of you. Now I know that this place serves refreshments for both the body and the mind. Is that why you and Kaya like the tavern so much?
Yes and no. It really depends on who's making the drinks. Speaking of which, we couldn't have changed Jean's mind without you today. You sure have a way with words, cutie.
Easy.
Then we'll see you later.
Okay, auf
I'll consider coming here
Wiedersehen.
to relax if I have another opportunity.
Kommt wieder vorbei, wenn ich euch bedienen darf, beim nächsten Mal, wenn das Event da ist. Zum Glück, komm her.
Ah, Traveler. Good to see you. I trust you are
Der
well.
Einzige, der aus Liyue angereist ist bisher.
Zhongli, what are you doing here?
If I am to roam about the world, then I certainly mustn't limit my destinations. The free and prosperous land of Wind is as splendid a place to visit as any. And it's quite a pleasant surprise to run into you here. One misty garden, please. I take my tea strong, thank you.
Okay. Eine Tasse nebliger. Nebliger Garten. 4-mal Tee. Das heißt stärker. Oder 5-mal, aber ich werde erstmal 4-mal probieren. Also steht keine Größe dabei. Ja. 4-mal war richtig.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
The tea is clear and glows with a pleasing hue. Its richness is complemented by a floral and fruity fragrance. Exquisite.
Wow. So Zhang Li is even super knowledgeable.
Alter, wenn schon es gibt nix, bei dem er nicht ein Profi ist. Wäre er damals zum Shinobi-Krieg da gewesen, hätte er Marderer auseinandergenommen. Er hat ihm gezeigt, wie man richtige Meteoriten vom Himmel regnen lässt, indem man fette Steinspeere auf die Erde fallen lässt.
Oh,
Paimon gets it now. So, could you teach Paimon how to savor tea like you do? It seems you smell it first and drink it, right?
That's correct. Every type of tea is unique. The more you drink, the more you will understand the subtle differences. Smelling the aroma will reveal the quality of the tea. Lower grade teas emit a musty and seemingly scorched scent, whereas ones with a delicate yet soothing aroma are usually of a higher quality. If you want to be more particular, according to Liyue ancient tradition, you could acquire a vintage goblet, which is used specifically for examining the aroma.
Oh no! All this time Paimon's been missing out on her tea!
Not to worry. Knowledge is vast. It's never too late to learn. As a beginner, you can try this method. First, observe the color. Then smell the fragrance. And finally, take a sip. Remember, you can understand anything as long as you approach it in the proper order. Chaoying Village in northwest Liyue is famous for their tea industry. It would be well worthwhile the visit when you get the chance. What I shared with you today are mostly my own habits as an old-fashioned Liyue local. Each region has its own tea traditions and culture. One should always respect the conventions
Ich hoffe, man hört das Bohren draußen nicht so laut.
Paimon gets it.
Guten Tag, Julian.
Paimon can remember it all is another story.
Thank you for such
Wie
excellent
geht's?
tea. It made my trip out here all the more worthwhile. If you ever come to manage a tea house, I will certainly be a regular.
Well, we're already pretty busy. I don't think we'll have time to manage a side hustle at a tea house.
Regardless, you have my complete support. Let's call it a day. I won't take more of your time. All the best with your new pursuit.
Nein, geh nicht. Bleib einfach da sitzen.
Yes. The bill. Just put it on Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor's tab.
Hey, im Schlimmsten, ich hab dich gezogen. Ich bezahle dir das auch, wenn es sein muss. Ist mir so egal. Die Getränkerezepte? Achso, ich schalte immer mehr frei. Jo, okay. Oh, oh! Ich krieg Besuch dann noch aus Liyue. Cool. Oh, beim nächsten Event hätte ich gern, dass irgendwie A dazu kommt oder so. Das wäre sehr lustig. Oh, sind alle da. Cool.
A small foamy reef, please. Thank you.
Warte, hört man mich eigentlich? Ich hoffe schon. Ja, man hört mich, okay. Kurz Angst gehabt.
I'm fine.
Siehst nicht so aus.
Huh? There's something off about Eula. Was she already drinking before she got here? But Foamy Reef has coffee in it. Would it upset her stomach if she has coffee after liquor? For her tummy's sake, let's water it down before serving it to her.
Schaumiges Riff. Eine kleine. Gut. Easy.
Oh, this tastes pretty good.
Wow, she didn't even notice how much water we added. She must have had a lot to drink.
One more, bartender. Oh, wait. You guys? Sorry. I just came here from the Cat's Tail. Perhaps I had a little too much to drink.
Yeah, it's pretty lonely to drink by yourself. You'll feel better if you talk to us.
I suppose I always do drink alone. As long as I'm in Mondstadt, I'll never be welcome at taverns. I was actually feeling good today and wanted a drink, but they still wouldn't get off my back. Tell me, how did you manage to make
Ich
so
hab
many
gequestet.
friends?
Da sind Freunde einfach gespawnt.
People always sound so appreciative and are always smiling when they talk about you.
Ich helfe den Leuten.
But as for
Und ja.
me, just mentioning my family name is enough to make everyone.
You didn't choose to be born into the Lawrence clan, and we don't care about that kind of thing. The Eula we know is a great person. But you don't like being straightforward. You always pretend to hold a grudge, and you try to hide your tenderness away from everyone.
Hey, who said I was pretending? Do you think so? It's impossible to imagine. Even when I'm this drunk. Even after being a Knight of Favonius for all this time, people still... Whatever.
Mich wundert, dass wir Venti nicht irgendwas geben.
Bart said something wise like that too. Just be yourself, Eula, and keep moving forward. Sooner or later, you'll change what people think about the Lawrence clan.
Okay. Thank you.
Bitteschön.
I should go now. No need. I want to remember what you said. And I won't be able to think about anything else until I write everything down.
Ganz wichtig, alles aufschreiben.
Eula sure is a lot more open after a few drinks.
Ja.
But it does feel like something's missing without her signature revenge line. Uh-oh. When she wakes up in the morning, do you think she'll come threatening us to forget what happened today?
Okay, Shenhe als letztes. Was machen die beiden denn hier?
Ahoy, traveler. Great timing. Join us for a round?
Nee, geht irgendwie nicht so.
Traveler, what a pleasant surprise.
Gut.
Wait, did you two come together?
Well, this lady decided on a whim that she wanted a little vacation, so we ended up traveling around the area. But I guess we have different ideas of vacation. We hardly hiked the mountains before we came here to put our feet up. Talk about spoiled.
Come now. No need to hurt anyone's feelings. Besides, I specifically chose this place because I knew how much you like to drink. But our captain here has seen a lot more of the world, so she's not exactly thrilled with this little tavern.
It'll do. Anyway, this one's on me, okay?
Beto's paying? Does that include us? Oh, right. Sorry. Guess that's just a habit now.
I'll have a small birch sap on
Okay,
the
Birke.
sour side.
Mehr säuerlich.
I will have a large dusk, please. Thanks.
Gut. Birke. Hier. Zweimal Saft mit Zitrone, aber säuerlicher. Also halb-halb. Oh. Kleiner Becher. Großen Becher Abenddämmerung. Tee mit zweimal Saft. Als großer Becher. Okay. Ein großer Becher und sie kriegt einfach eine kleine Tasse. Das stimmt ja nicht.
Well, how is it? His silence is making Paimon nervous.
The bittersweet taste of nostalgia.
Oh.
You mean the taste of going from rags to riches? Just what kind of taste is that?
It's mainly sour with just a tinge of sweetness and a lingering aftertaste.
Interesting. Does it taste like starting a little business, then discovering that selling fruit isn't very lucrative?
No need to get into the details. Let's leave the past in the past.
Who'd have thought that the dignified Tianquan was once a fruit vendor on the street? On the other hand, I bet few can tell that I'm from an ordinary fishing village, right?
Not necessarily. If you ask me, I'd say that Captain Beto has eyes that can pierce the sea. You're an adventure-seeking pioneer who tames the wind and the waves, which is clearly indicative of someone who grew up by the sea.
Hey, you're not mocking
Was
me,
ist eigentlich
are
unter
you?
der Augenklappe?
Come now. It wouldn't do any good to be sarcastic.
I know how fierce you can
Jetzt
be
doch
with
einfach
words.
nur auf, um
It's
cool
my treat today,
auszusehen,
so
oder?
remember to take it easy on me.
All right, then I'd like to have a few more.
Well, you heard the good lady bartender.
Ooh, I like where this is going. I'll have another round too.
Mondstadt's fresh fruit juice is hard to top. I wish I could enjoy some every day.
Are you serious? Don't tell me you're gonna open a Sunsetia trade route now.
An interesting proposition.
Wait, really?
I'm just joking, of course. There's already a whole industry established for that. They don't need me muscling my way into their business.
Easy.
Thanks for the drinks today. If you'd ever like a cushy job, I'd enjoy having you as my personal bartender.
You're
Cool.
also welcome aboard the Alcor. The crew loves to drink. You could come feast with us. I promise you'd have a blast.
My. Captain Beidou, are you competing with me for talent? That's hardly necessary. You may simply stop by the Jade Chamber whenever you want the Traveler to mix you a drink.
Ich bin beliebt.
Paimon? Or does it sound like they think you work for them?
Ich meine, ey, wenn es irgendwann nicht mehr mit Weltretten läuft, kann ich dann als Barkeeper anfangen. Scheinbar. Wird easy durchgehen.
Hello.
Hallo. Eva hat schon mal seinen Job fürs Leben gefunden, aber irgendwie kann Eva alles, also.
Already seen a bunch of our friends. Huh? Wait, you're Shinha! This is a surprise.
This place isn't easy to find. Angel's Share. The name doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. Mr. Zhongli was kind enough to help me with directions. I'm thankful.
Ah.
You needed help with directions? Wait, you came all this way just for a drink?
That's right.
Cool.
Because we're friends.
Here's the menu.
Boreal Watch. Boreal? As in a cold climate.
Well, Boreal Watch here probably is referring to the Wolf of the North. So, yeah, you could say it's cold.
Caramel Pine Cone. How could that be a drink?
Oh, Paimon's tried that one. It's actually caramel-flavored coffee. Pine cone just refers to the color.
Huh? These names are confusing. I can't make sense of any of these. I'll leave it up to you. As long as it's something that tastes like Qingxin or violet grass.
Those medicinal herbs don't grow around here. If you want something bitter, then it has to be coffee.
Fine.
Da ist sich jemand unschlüssig.
That's a good idea. You've practiced the Adepti arts long enough. It's time for something new. Let's make Shenhe a snow-covered kiss. It sounds like a perfect fit for her.
Das Schnee bedeckt verstehe ich, das Kuss nicht ganz. Zweimal Saft und einmal Milch. Und die Größe ist egal. Das heißt einfach Mittel. Oder klein, ist egal. I hope you like it.
It's sweet and smooth. Not bitter at all. What is it?
It's called a snow-covered kiss. Whisk milk until it froths, then gently pour it over some juice. It looks like it's covered by a layer of snow. Don't ask why it's called a kiss, though. Paimon doesn't get it either. It's probably just a gimmick to get it to sell better.
Gimmick.
Paimon's just guessing. Maybe it's more of a romantic description.
Romantic.
It's hard to explain. Stop making Paimon come up with things. That's right.
Oh. I see. I seem to understand now.
Oh, really? But wait, why is Paimon the one who's confused now?
Occasionally, I chew on divine herbs as I wander about in the mountains. I have witnessed the moment a new sprout breaks through the soil. The elation in my heart then does bear a resemblance to what I'm experiencing now. Thank you for helping me understand these obscure names. I might need your help again sometime in the future.
Okay, dann haben wir jetzt alles, oder? Sekunde. Entschuldigung. das abgeschlossen? Was kriege ich jetzt? Okay, ich weiß nicht, wofür der Becher ist. Ja, und das würde ich einfach privat machen. Genauso wie die anderen Rezepte rausfinden. Gut, dann bedanke ich mich auf jeden Fall bei jedem, der im Stream dabei war. Jedem, der sich das im Nachhinein ansieht. Ich hoffe, es konnte unterhalten. Und ansonsten noch einen schönen Tag oder Abend, je nachdem, wie es bei euch ist. Ciao.